my experience, things are happening so you don't come to get an overnight success in that struggle. You have to lay a lot of breadcrumbs along the way. So we're thoughtful about what our go-to-market is. One strategy for each of our marketing brands. It's not one partner of each of our marketing brands. So getting that right, making sure we have a robust on-ground marketing fund ready to go that's appropriate for that country, for that culture, and connecting all those dots. So it's a very robust playbook, and it requires great partners.
And what are the global brands that you want to bring from the Marquee portfolio to India in the coming year?
Well, I addition back to biological children, I have 19 children today in our brands, and another one that hopefully we'll see some good news from us in a couple of weeks with our next quarters over the next 2 months. We're incredibly excited about that. We're doing that in partnership with our partner, the entire group. Super excited for to come. We also know that all of our brands do resonate here. Others of ours that resonate quite highly. Laura Asher, Martha Stewart, Coates, Bobby Glove, and the Kind. So part of our key here in that research, find great partners for each of those brands.
Correct. So, particularly for these brands, you want to share any case studies of unsuccessful licensing implementations that have happened in other markets, which you feel could have some kind of synergies with the Indian market as well?
Sure. Well, I referenced our Martha Stewart launch. That was 6 or so months ago in Dubai. We launched three stores there simultaneously. Three of the best home malls in Dubai. Mall the Emirates, part of Center, Dubai Hills. We had incredible activation, a couple hundred local GCC influencers were there. Martha herself was there. Tons of television, radio interviews. Got off to a great start. Unfortunately, that president referenced has caused some traffic disruptor in malls in the UAE. But we're looking for that to recover very cool. But that's been a wonderful launch. It's in the wholesale channels as well and on marketplaces. We're very excited about that and the whole robust hacker issue that we had around it. That we won. Another one that I love is in Shanghai. So we have 2 stores there. Most recent one, incredible, beautiful brand flagship executed by our partner 80 Cents to China. It's in the best new mall in Shanghai. It's where the Main Street and Main Street doing truthfully well. And there where you sort of not trying to live streaming, need online, you need the brick and mortar. Received great early traction with that partnership as well. And that Bar Ashley, her iconic brand, and driven incredible for everything from your home to their closet. With an incredible relationship with Next in the Bay, it's doing a wonderful job. That incredible 10,000 square foot store in London, which they will now replicate and open more of. But we also have we're up to 65 stores in Korea, growing 75 by year end, and 15 in Japan, going to 25 by year end. And you feel incredibly excited about the this market for that brand as well.
Particularly since you've already seen this success and, where the licensor and the licensee, to have a long-term working relationship and the relationship becomes more robust year on year. What are some of the best practices that, and we live in a world which is very dynamic, there's so many things that can happen. I mean, no one could have thought a market like the Middle East was going to, come to like a stop or at least for a few months because of the current situation. So how do licensor and licensees relationships become more robust, stronger, and they can withstand these kind of uncertain times, when things don't move?
We put a lot of thought into vetting our partners. We care a ton about who our counterparty is. So particular partners who are experts in launching and operating brands successfully in their region and have the financial wherewithal to fit and to work the some inevitable bumps that black swan events that were supposed to be like once every 100 years. Seems like it's once every year now. So a lot of thought to making sure that we're a strong company, right? Hopefully, we want to make sure we will partner on strong companies. But that it is about making a lot of. We're set up to about 350 licenses now, which sounds like a big number, but about when you're generating 4.5 billion sales, and sort of like about per license access, very good with the average compared to other licensors out there. We want to do more with fewer, so we like companies who do a lot of things well. I love companies we've awarded with more than one of our brands, because we want to be long-term partners. Having people cycle in and out of a brand is not good for anybody. And I spent the first 17 years of my time in the consumer space as a professional licensee. So I know what a value-add licensor is, and I know what a values patch of that licensor is as well. We work very hard. I was determined that our best good guy is putting a smile on our partners' faces. Look, we have partners in the GCC. We've had to work with some things as all traffic so trend. But we take a long-term view, and take a long-term view as well. And ultimately, our revenue stream is just a derivative of their revenue stream. So we need to make sure they're in a position to win, that we're supporting that. There are things and levers we can pull to be helpful when the threat comes for local marketing and other support that we could do. If you look at it as a marriage, or obviously they marry for a long time, businesses that are best for us for a long time, so they usually doing more together. You're an acquisitive company, you try to buy 2-3 great brands every year. And the best way for us to be successful in doing that in a competitive acquisition market is to have partners we're going to have to make cooking with. Where it's very important to us that they weren't to war with us, because they wanted to war with them before.
And finally today in India, we're seeing a lot of people taking a license, but companies, while they're growing, they're not giving their licenses. It's obviously because there's too much attachment to the brand, and also the belief system that, they can do everything themselves. So that is why they sort of restrict themselves and putting themselves into a licensing, licensing program, I would say. And for any advice that you want to give to them, why they should be at least looking at being more broader and open to licensing their brand.
The standards are so high, the world is so complicated. You just can't possibly be good at everything. We're experts at brand management. We're terrible designers. We don't know anything about really sourcing fun. Yes, some of us do, but there's other people who live in and breathe it every day, and it's impossible to do everything yourself. So I think it's really the world today where those people who stand on each other's shoulders, collaborate really well, meet each other with respect, will be most successful. And we're seeing that. We're not the only, we're the best brand management company out there, but we're not the only one. Others are having success too. And this is a model of where really, truly 1 + 1 = 3. So I think licensing done right, where you have your brand, or care about product, care about making the brand consistent around the world, is the winning strategy. And we're seeing it. We represent tens of billions of retail sales together in our space today. That number is growing very quickly every year.
Thank you very much for sharing that, Heath, and hopefully, with your advice and looking at you as an inspiration, a lot of Indian brands could also start licensing, and maybe, few years down the line, you might look at acquiring an Indian brand in your portfolio for licensing. So that Justin, of course, has more work to do.
We're very fortunate. We're touring the malls. There's incredible, great domestic brands out there and there's a JD and diaspora out there too. I heard the line for someone we met with, and an Indian market isn't really a market. The movement.
It is.
We're trying to lean into that across.
And we are a very large country at that. So, we have amazing buying points across various price points, and so everything sells here. We've realized over a long period of time. So thank you very much, Shiv, for talking to us. I really appreciate it. Are there any questions in the house that you could like to ask Heath? Okay, then let it be 1-1. Thank you once again, Heath. We appreciate it.